This is a really fascinating example of rapid evolution. It gives us some insight into how these trout live in these extreme alpine environments. My name is Katie Wagner, and I'm an associate professor at the University of Wyoming. I'm an evolutionary biologist. We have really fantastic examples of animals changing through time in Wyoming in the fossil record. Many of us go to the Geology Museum and look at the animals there, and we can see all the changes that have happened over very long time periods. My lab focuses on freshwater fish. We're particularly interested in studying cases of evolution in habitats that are rapidly changing or where organisms have had the chance to rapidly change. We have been studying trout in alpine lakes in the Wind River Range, and there we actually have found a case of really rapid evolutionary change after these fish were introduced to the alpine lake environments. Fish were introduced in the 1920s to many of the lakes in the Wind River Range, and many people love to go into the backcountry of the beautiful mountains in Wyoming and be able to fish for trout. These fish were stocked for this recreational fishing opportunity, and we see that they're different today than they were when they were stocked in the 1920s. And one way in which we have observed them to be different is in these structures called gill rakers that are in their mouths, that they use to sieve small food from the water, primarily zooplankton. And so these zooplankton vary in size, and if the fish have a lot of gill rakers or have very small spacing between the gill rakers, they can eat very small food. But if they have large spacing, that food passes right through, out back into the water. And so what we've observed in the Wind River alpine lakes is that trout that were stocked between 50 and 100 years ago have more gill rakers than trout that are recently stocked or when we compare to the hatchery populations. We just published a paper in the journal Evolution, a journal that's very well read among evolutionary biologists, and I think that this example has the potential to have an impact on evolution research around the world. It's an example of rapid evolution. Evolution in this case has given the fish a way to access resources that allow them to survive, to continue to have food in this really extreme environment where food is very hard to come by. Without that evolution, it's quite possible that these populations would have just died out.
You have to see this. It's amazing.
I love working in a collaborative team, and one thing that's been really fantastic about this project has been the chance to work with other faculty members here at the University of Wyoming and the amazing graduate students that we have here. The field biology component of this research is totally crucial to it. We have to go out and collect these samples, and that's a huge undertaking when the samples are in such a remote backcountry location. So a huge part of the success of this project has been graduate students being very excited to be out in the field in these remote environments. It's an opportunity to go out and be an explorer in these beautiful and wild places. So these are really extreme environments, these alpine lakes. They have ice on them most of the year. We have a short window of time when we can go out and study them. We bring inflatable pack rafts. We take water samples, we take zooplankton samples and samples of other organisms living in the lakes to assess the ecosystem. Then we go fishing. We go fishing for answers and also for trout. I hope that scientists 100 years from now are looking at our research, and we're doing our very best to document everything that we do so that the material will be available to scientists 100 years from now who have tools that we don't have today.